What's up, traders? Today I shorted the stock YUMA. And I got some really good things I got to go over today. There's some really things I got to focus on, what I got to do. I had a green day, but could have been a lot better of a green day than what it was today. Um, I'll show you in the charts, but before we get into that, if you like this content, um, smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, and if you find value in this, go over to Pro Stock Chat, click on our Discord. I'll leave the link in the description below, and let's get into the trade. So today, the first mistake that I did was shorting pre-market. So I shorted this at the top. It was at 420. Expecting this to come back, and it didn't. It ripped to the upside. So I covered my position, and then I'll show you my time and sales and P&L here in a second. It ripped, so I covered. So right away, I was down like $100 on a dumb trade. So then I'm like, all right, it's not the end of the day. I know this thing's gonna get crushed. It's gonna close a week. So then you won't believe this, but it popped up, came back down to those 460s, and I actually longed the stock. Believe it or not, I actually took a long. So I bought it in at 460, I think 469, and I sold it in the 480s. So I made my money back. So at that point, I think it was only down like $100, which wasn't bad. But this short in the morning was retarded. I don't know why I did it. Well, I know I did. I didn't think it was gonna push that strong, but the only good thing is I was actually shorting up here. Um, so then I didn't touch it the rest. I just left this thing ripped, and I was kind of pissed because I knew if this 460 holds, my target should have been 510. And how I get 510, here I'll show you. Just give me 2 seconds. So I got the 510 area off of this. That was a high. So I figured if 460s holds, it's at least going to go to 510. But I got out of the trade because I don't really like going long on these stocks because these stocks get crushed. And I like trading. I short stocks that close weak. That's if you ever notice my videos, my shorts are always, these stocks always close weak. So I always have that on my side. So it rips past 510 here and gets too high as 705. Pulls back to the 614, and then right up here I wanted to reshort but at the 690, but every time I short pre-market I get smoked. So that's one rule I'm going to start putting in focus, is that I'm not shorting pre-market anymore. You know, that cost me a couple $100 right here on this dumb trade. And I know it's dumb. But the reason why I thought this stock's going to get crushed, I'll show you. Every time this stock gaps up, recently, closes weak. Closes weak. Right here, got too high 645, closes 344. Right here, got too high 510, closed 296. Right here, got too high at 375, closed 312. What I think is going to happen again? Same things I always preach. Gaps up, it's going to get crushed. I just, I guess I kind of overtraded a little bit. I'll show you my time and sales. So this is that first short, but the main one is right here at the 615. So if you want to pause it and look at it, you can. So let's see what I did here. So right out the get-go, I waited to see how the stock was going to react. So it went from 657 to 592. Right there in that candle, that tells me that it should close weak at the lows. It's going to get crushed. So I got short right here at 615. It spiked up 648, higher low. Didn't cover my position because of that reason. Then it gets crushed. So I covered right here. Actually, I added 1,000 shares right here. For some reason, actually I added 500 shares. For some reason, I covered my position because I didn't know if it was going to try to retest back up. Another mistake I did. So I added 500 shares, and then I covered my 500 shares, and then right on this candle, I added back to it another 500 shares at 560, and then I covered at 538, I believe. That's another thing I did. I didn't let it go down to this 510. That 510 was a big level. Whatever. And then I didn't touch a stock through all this. I just let it do its thing. And then right up here, I got to a high of 654. Came down 511. Came back up 654. So right through here, I shorted the stock again. I shorted the stock at 655 and it broke above. And then it failed to break out. And then it came back under that 554, but we were making higher support, and I didn't cut the trade. And then it got too high at 570, pulled back to this 554. So now this is holding as support. Still didn't cut the trade. That was another mistake I did. I didn't cut that trade because I knew the stock was going to close weak, and I just was too stubborn on it, and it bit me again. I only took 200 shares on this short though, because this is a risky short because it can retest up to these higher levels. So I only took 200 shares expecting the stock to get crushed. Well, right here's another mistake I made. And these mistakes I'm talking about is, I look at my mistakes daily, and the next trade I try to capitalize on them. That's why I say mistakes, so that I learn and you learn. So right here, like I say, I'm short at 555, and it spikes up. So I went from 555 to 623. I covered at 608 because I let this loser run. I should have cut it at 570 and waited. So anyhow, I covered at 608, and I didn't wait for the first pullback. That was another thing. I didn't wait for that first pullback. So it is what it is, and I cut that one, and then the rest of the day I threw in the towel. I wanted to reshort this again at this 510 area, but there's a certain point in the time it's like, all right, I'm just gonna throw in the towel. Um, my accuracy, I think, was like, I want to say like 65%. So that was not bad. That's pretty good. And then I was right on the stock and to get crushed. Went down to the 470s. But right here, I just got stubborn and I covered. I just usually don't cover on these, but a lesson learned. If it's holding that 554 as support, that's bullish. I should have just cut it and wait. So tomorrow, what am I expecting? I'm expecting this stock to have its first red day tomorrow. So the levels I'm watching is 580, 554, and then the 614 level. This 510 is going to be a big level. Like I showed you before, right here, that's the high of that. So if that turns into support, I'm really going to be watching that level. If that 510 can't hold, I'm definitely shorting the stock. But that was my recap. So that was my recap on the YUMA, and like I say, this wasn't my best trade. There's some stuff that I did wrong in the morning. Number one, I don't think I'm not going to short sell pre-market unless it's closer to 8 o'clock. Then I will take the short. And then the short out of the open was fantastic. And then the short I shouldn't have took was in the afternoon when the stock spiked up. I shouldn't have took that short. I should have waited. Once 554 is held to support, that should have been a trigger in my mind to be bullish. But I'm so convinced that these stocks are going to get crushed, and that 80% of these stocks that I trade get crushed. And that's why I only took 200 shares on that short. But I hope you learned a lot through this lesson. It's another green day. I can't complain about that. I'm actually thrilled about that. The green streak is still alive. It's still alive, baby. I'm going to do a giveaway. If you actually watch at the end of this video, once I break 100 subscribers, I'm going to do a giveaway. So in the comments below, if you watch to the end, type in giveaway. And we'll see who actually watches to the end. And until next time, traders, go to Pro Stock Chat to the Discord. Links in the description below. And peace out.